So after watching Bring Her Back, I decided that it would be nice to go back and watch Talk to Me to see how I still feel about it. And Second Sight just put out a release for it, which I think might be one of the best out. So let's get into it. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a sort of just talk and unboxing of this Second Sight release. This is the standard edition of the Talk to Me release that Second Sight put out. They also have a limited edition, which if you've never seen their limited edition releases, they are fantastic. They kind of become a little bit more uniform, but Second Sight really kind of gives you the option of choosing between the two. So if you're not maybe the biggest fan and you don't necessarily need the extra stuff, they give you the option to get the standard edition, and they sent me out a copy to actually review it and talk about it. So I'm going to be talking about that today. Now, I am a fan of Talk to Me, first of all, because it was one of my favorite films that year. I think that there's still more room for these directors, Danny and Michael Filippo, to grow. And I think that they are really showing the world that they really have the passion and the talent to bring some stuff forward. Now, of course, not everybody's a fan of that, but that's neither here nor there. For me, I think this is a fantastic movie. Rewatching it, I was actually really impressed with it again, and it definitely feels like a movie that I will come back and rewatch often. And one of the things I think that I really enjoy about it, and this is, I don't want to say a spoiler review, but if you haven't seen the movie, you should definitely pick it up and watch it, and maybe even one of this release right here. I'll put a link down below for you guys where you might want to pick up a copy for it. As you guys know, 4K is region free, and believe me, Second Sight really does the justice on the extras here, but that's just for those who don't want to hear any of this. It's not going to go too deep into the spoilers, but I just think that what they did with some of the movie and the elements that they added in with sort of the possessed people and like just how they look and just how dark it is. There's also some elements in the writing and the direction that they do that have just a really nice modern stylistic approach to the whole thing. They also have this sort of air about it that is just kind of unsettling. Like some of the movie will go into this extreme levity where it's just like you're just having fun with the movie and sort of identifying yourself with the characters. You're getting to know them, and they do a really good job of that. They're very aware of the characters and of course, the people who are watching these characters and how they are developed to you, so that they're not just these random things that just happen to fall down in the movie. They're actual human beings with human emotions. And I think that's one of the things that these guys are really good at. And if you would have asked me before they made their movie, what I think that this kind of movie would exist with them, I would answer probably no. And you know, that's my bad, because man, it makes you wonder who out there could get out there and make a movie, which I think is incredibly inspirational, and it makes you want to get out there and make a movie yourself, and you can. And if you watch the extras on here, they talk about how they went and actually worked with the industry, Screen Australia, to do a lot of different movies. They worked on a couple of different films to really kind of get the understanding of it, but they were just so hungry for making film that not only did they do their YouTube channel, which was just wildly successful on another level than filmmaking, they also wanted to work in the industry to become filmmakers and learn the process and really satiate that hunger. And I really think it really pays off in this movie. It is not only just creepy, but amazing character work. They go so much further when it comes to some of the gore moments in the film too. It is something that is like you don't look forward to necessarily, because you really feel the impact of that character getting hurt. Like in this movie, the character that goes crazy, I don't want to say it's too much, but he gets possessed and shit goes horribly wrong. Man, is it unsettling. And the same thing happened in Bring Her Back. I won't say what it is, but there are some moments in there where you're just like, oh, please just stop what you're doing. And I love that. That's like really pushing the boundaries, just all parts entertaining, like I think a movie is very important to have all these different like beats in it that make it a solid film. And these guys are banging out fucking movies at a 8 or higher, like in my personal opinion. Now, this is probably a much more accessible movie than the next Bring Her Back movie was. I feel like that is a little bit more of an adult film, but they are working on a sequel to this. And obviously there's a lot more lore going on. Rewatching this was just fantastic. It's been a couple of years, and I seen it 3 times before that, but man, if I can watch it for a 4th time and feel like it's something new or fresh again, that's just fantastic. But to give you kind of an idea of what they've got going on here with this, I really enjoy Second Sight. A lot of people have. Some of my favorite collector's items are actually with Second Sight, and I'll show you one of my favorites right now. This Dawn of the Dead 4K set, which has every version of the Dawn of the Dead in it, like the Argento cut, the extended cut, which is, I believe, the festival cut that they add. And then there's the theatrical cut, and it has a novelization. I think it has a script in here and all the sound effects that they used for the movie, like the library of sound effects in this. So, but the standard edition and the regular and the limited editions, depending on what type they are, always have the same features for the most part. Unless there's like an extra disc full of features that's a part of the special limited edition. So if you enjoyed this movie and you wanted more from it to know more about the filmmaking process and like behind the scenes, this is really good. And they do a fantastic job. And I'm not just saying that because they sent it out to me, but I watched all the extras on this and they really go into depth with it. Obviously, this is like your regular 4K. It's going to be HDR. They got new audio commentary by Emma Westwood and Sally Christie. There's an audio commentary with the directors Danny Filippo and Michael Filippo, who have a pretty fun back and forth commentary, which I watched about 30 minutes of. They try not to get into like tropey stuff that commentaries do and just make it fun and poppy. They're just a ball of energy anyway, and you'll realize that because everybody just talks about their energy, and it's just unmatched by anybody. We also get Talk to Them, which is an interview with Danny Filippo and Michael Filippo, which is really fantastic and just kind of gives you a little bit of a background on what, why it got him to that point and everything that they did to get there. They have Conjuring Demons, a new interview with producer Samantha Jennings, which is one of the producers of, I think she works with Screen Australia, but she has a really nice thing that she talks about with them and how they picked those guys because they had worked under them and they were like, these guys are just a ball of energy again. We got Beautifully Grotesque, a new interview with the cinematographer Aaron McCliskey, who has done a lot of work outside of, film, like movies. He's done a lot of TV stuff too, but he's you can see his work in the movie. You don't have to, I don't even need to tell you. It's fantastic. We also have Contagion, which is Kat Ellinger on Talk to Me. It's sort of like an audio sort of essay about the movie. Behind the scenes of Talk to Me archive featurette, which they've had in online in a couple of other places in other features. They have a behind the scenes, no spoilers archive featurette, deleted scenes, cast interviews, and crew interviews. So it is packed. A lot of the 4Ks that I get, they have to put it on the Blu-ray extras. So it's all on here and everything looks fantastic. So it's not like they had to cut down on the resolution of the film or anything like that. And when you compare it to other releases and stuff like this, if you go down to the special features section, this is $16.99. This is what you get: an audio commentary with the directors, In the Grip of Terror featurette, deleted scenes of the theatrical trailer. Look at the extras on this. It's just completely different. So if you're a big fan of this movie, you can pick it up here. It's $30 for the standard edition, or you can get the limited edition, which comes with all the extra stuff here. With the cards and the book and it's really nice. There's extra stuff there for $50. So really it's not that much more than the standard edition. Fantastic release. I really enjoyed it. And as much as I would love to have a limited edition copy, don't feel like this edition, this standard edition, is typical. This actually has a lot of stuff in it. And honestly, I can't have every single one of these be limited, financially and space-wise, so it's nice to have all the extras in here and still have space. So, but thank you guys for sending this out to me. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to pick up a copy, I'll put a couple of links down for you below. Are you a fan of Talk to Me? Are you looking forward to part 2? Because I'm certainly looking forward to it. And I've become more and more of a fan the more and more I watch these guys' movies. After watching Bring Her Back, which I felt kind of was like a more adult, mature version of what Talk to Me was, I still think I fall a little closer to this movie. But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts on them as a filmmaker, or filmmakers, I should say, and what your thought, and if you picked up a copy of this movie already, and if you didn't, are you thinking about Second Sight? Do you like Second Sight? We sure do over here at BTV. But I just wanted to share my thoughts on it because I've really had some time to digest their movies, and they really just do a lot. And I'm really kind of excited to see them in the industry and doing what they do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, long live the void.